Remember after you saw X-Men 3, X-Men Wolverine Origins, and then Wolverine, and you thought, my God, X-Men, what is happening? We're here tonight at Brennan Theaters watching X-Men Days of Future Past. Yes, there is an actual comic storyline called X-Men Days of Future Past, which is a lot different than the movie. So it's an X movie, so you can't be mad at that, fanboys. You just can't. This movie, it's all over the place. The trailer presents you a very amazing thing, and then when you get inside, it starts off an amazing thing. You're like, oh my God, you've got new characters. I don't know who they are, but I'm hoping to get to know about them. And then we go back in time. That's no spoiler there, we all know what it's about. We're back in time and Wolverine's doing his thing. Call me selfish. I really wanted X-Men in this movie. I wanted to see powers. The cat and mouse game in this movie, I liked that. I enjoyed it, but I wanted more. I know what we can do. I wanted more. All the characters were fantastic. The problem was with some of the new ones like Warpath, Sunspot, Blink, Quicksilver, aka Peter, because we can't call him Quicksilver, right? I wanted to know more about them. Instead, I got more with Magneto and Xavier, which was fantastic. The delve into their youngness after like a decade after the first movie, and you see these are two totally different men, but then you put them together and you think things might be one way, but then they play out something different, and there are twists. There's twists, surprises. Again though, not a bad movie. I wanted more. However, I'm gonna say this, and if you don't like spoilers, then I suggest you turn the volume down for the next 5 seconds. This movie, null and voids X-Men 3 and Origins. Spot on, Bryan Singer. Thank you for erasing those horrible mistakes. That was such bull when I watched them. I was like, oh my God. I do question some of the characters that were in it because they didn't really push the story forward at all, any way, shape, or form. They were just there to be there. And then Mystique. Jennifer Lawrence, we thank you for an amazing performance with Mystique. You're a Swiss Army knife of emotion. Now comes the moment of judgment. This movie I give an 8. As a movie, it's good. Following content, not so good. But let's be real, the fact that they fixed some horrible mistakes with the other films and end credit scenes, so stick around for that, shows you the big reveal. Let's hope that one is an X-Men movie where it's just X-Men, X-Men, X-Men. So the story mashup, old X-Men, new X-Men combined together. How'd you like that?
I really like it. I like the way that they're going with this, how they're kind of changing it up. They really changed everything to a point where I really like it. They really went from The Last Stand, the last movie, which was crap, and they redeemed themselves in my opinion. I think they did a great job, and I think I'm actually looking forward to the next movie now.
I really enjoyed the first class movies. I thought they did a really good job of taking a different take on those characters. And of course, the first couple X-Men movies, just the first couple X-Men movies were really good. So when you mix all those together, I think you get something that really works. I think you're bringing the best of both worlds, and I don't think they overshadowed either one of them in this. They gave them both kind of equal billing, which I enjoyed.
I think they did a pretty good job of it, except they meshed the universes together, but there's not too much meshing because of the split without giving too much away.
Yeah.
I still feel they did a pretty good job of it.
I really enjoyed it. It's a brilliant concept, but I enjoy when they don't have it to be such a big, massive thing that's what they were trying to change the future anyway, so any little bit would have helped probably.
Cinematically, it was fine. Being a nerd, I'm pissed off. Seriously, man, it was awful. All they did was cluster the movies together and then just be like, love it. Excuse the holy hell out of me. You guys campaign this as like one of like the greatest movies that's ever gonna be shown for X-Men, and then you let me down. But me, as somebody who doesn't know anything about comics, go watch it. They jammed in characters just for the sake of jamming in characters, and I didn't like that. But me, as somebody who doesn't know anything about comics, go watch it.
Cinematically, the movie was actually pretty good because you get to see where this one actually, it's like, it feels like you're watching a movie and not like an X-Men movie. But as a movie itself, it was horrible. I can forgive a lot of things when it comes to these kind of things where, you know, it's like, oh, well, these characters weren't really in the comics, but, you know, here you go. Even after all the things I'm willing to forgive, as, you know, it being movie and it being Hollywood, it just still was really.
The characters, the new ones, actually, I don't know the backstory of them, don't care right now, but they did play a small, itsy-bitsy small role. Honestly, though, I love this movie.
I found it to be pretty interesting, you know, combining two different sets of actors into one movie, which either they're in the same timeline, well, actually in the same universe, different timelines, but still managed to pull off really well.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you rate this bad boy?
I give it a good 9. I really liked it.
I actually give this a 9. I really enjoyed this movie. I feel that from beginning to end, I'm not a big comic book purist when it comes to X-Men, I'm more of a DC guy. I really enjoyed the ride. Even the parts that were a little guessable and predictable were still fun to watch. I feel it was absolutely worth the watch.
I'll give it an 8. I like the movie and I enjoyed it, but if you're someone who's going to nitpick everything or you're a comic book fanboy, you won't hate the movie, but you'll have way too much to nitpick to truly enjoy it.
I give this a 9. I'm not a comic book follower, so I enjoyed it, but you're gonna have other comic book people come here and ridicule it and say that it was the worst piece of pile of steaming cow that they've seen.
A 9. A solid, flat 9. It was really good.
I'll give it an 8.5.
6.
Right.
Only because of the end credit scene, but I'm not going to tell you what that was. If I didn't see that end credit scene, it would have been a 5. With it, 6. The end. The end. That's it. Not even average.
You're
not even an
actor.
average movie.
You're an actor. Shed a tear, please.
I'm not going to shed a tear.
Shed a tear, damn it.
No, that means that would imply that I care.
I want to know, who is your favorite X-Men, period, film-wise? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We really appreciate that. Go ahead, like this video, favorite it, share it. Like us on Facebook and MySpace. What? MySpace? As always, we're letting you know before you go at Brennan Theaters. The faces in the crowd, man.
I don't give a I'll let you all down. I will let you all down. I hope you go and tell everybody that you guys love this movie, and I will tell you guys that I will take a on this movie just so that I can clean it up and then take a on it again. I will. I mean, I get it. Yeah, Hugh Jackman. Yeah, okay, dude, I get it. You're awesome as Wolverine, so let's show something else. Let's give Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, Sir Ian McKellen. That means he's been knighted. That means he needs to be shown some respect. That was disrespectful.
So was Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, they're both knighted.
Yes.
See? They disrespected 2 people. They disrespected 2 people. 2 knights. Yeah, clearly it took up 2 hours of my life. Yeah, sorry, this is my second time seeing this movie, by the way. The first time I saw it, I was like, maybe I'm being too damn critical. I did not get a nerd boner. Not at all. I was expecting a lot of stuff. I was expecting a whole hell of a lot. You know what? Good. I hope there was a 3D. Can you make this 3D?
I have flaccid nerd penis.